Let's make welcome Rebel recording artist Junior Sisk. Welcome to Sudzin Country, Junior.
Good to be here.
Good to have you on Sudzin Country. Talk to me about Junior Sisk, Rambler's Choice, Heartaches and Dreams. That's a new album out?
That's our new project. Just come out June the 8th on Rebel Records, and it's doing really well for us right now. It's #2 in the nation as an album, and I think it's the song "A Train Without a Track" was written by Mr. Tom T. Hall.
Wow.
It's number 17, and we also have another song on the charts right now. I think it's around 23. It's called "Working Hard Ain't Hardly Working Anymore" by Daniel Sawyer.
You do any songwriting?
Used to. I've been in a little slump for the past 5 or 6 years, but I wrote a lot of songs for the Lonesome River Band, and
oh yeah, Sammy.
I write a lot with my dad. My dad probably has 500 to 1,000 songs at home, so we got a plectrum of songs to look at right now.
Now, when you all those 500,000 songs, they've been recorded already, or just about to be recorded, picked up?
He's had a lot of songs recorded by the Johnson Mountain Boys.
They're great in their day.
And I mean by the Lonesome River Band. Sorry about that.
They're good too. They're good too.
I do a lot of the Johnson Mountain Boys songs myself. That's the band I followed for many years growing up. I always say I've never seen a band come on stage with more energy and more excitement as the Johnson Mountain Boys.
They were good.
We try to recreate that a little bit, and actually my dad wrote most of the title songs of all of our CDs. I played 5 years with a band called Blue Ridge, and we recorded 3 projects, and he had the title tracks of 2 of those, and I recorded with Wyatt Rice in Santa Cruz back in the early 90s. That was our first record.
Tony's brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we did the first Rambler's Choice back in about '98, and I left and went with the Lost and Found for almost a year.
They were good.
And then after I left the Lost and Found, I went with Blue Ridge, and after we quit for a little while, I made this album here. Well, actually, we have one album before this when it came out 2 years ago. It won Album of the Year at Stigma last year.
Yeah.
And I was nominated yesterday for Male Vocalist of the Year, and
Good for you.
Also Emerging Artist. We didn't win anything, but
they're thinking about you.
That's right. We're among the top 5.
By golly, you're thinking about you. That makes a difference, don't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. What instrument do you play?
I play guitar and sing lead.
And who's in the band? Who makes up Rambler's Choice?
My cousin Timmy Massey, who's been with me from the very first recording. He sings all the parts. He can sing any part, and he plays the bass. And Jason Tomlin, he's from Amherst, Virginia. He plays the mandolin and sings all the parts. Jason Davis is on 5-string banjo, who played with me for a little while with Blue Ridge, and he also played with a supergroup Grasstown for a while.
They're good.
But he's with me now. And Billy Hawks on the fiddle from Dobson, North Carolina.
They all have came from somewhere else, so you've got all seasoned professionals with you.
Exactly.
Who were your heroes growing up?
Absolutely Carter Stanley, the Stanley brothers.
Best.
And Larry Sparks, Dave Evans.
He's good.
That style right there, the folks that sing with feeling.
Now, have you ever, when you get on stage, you try to pay tribute to these heroes?
Absolutely, we do.
Carter Stanley songs.
We do a lot of Stanley brothers. I know a lot of Stanley Brothers songs, but I try to dig back and do the ones that nobody's doing anymore.
That's good, because the rare ones are always the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because everybody knows the common ones.
Right. Well, they're like brand new songs. They're like originals when you bring them back.
You have to be a real Stanley Brother aficionado to remember those songs.
Exactly.
Because they've been out for 50 years.
Yes, sir.
You know, Ralph is still around. We had Ralph on the show one day.
All right.
And Ralph was great.
I got 51 albums by the Stanley Brothers, so I got about all they got.
Is that all they had, huh? Wow. Wow, wow. Did you ever work with any of those heroes? Like Larry Sparks and all them?
I got the chance to sing with Dudley Connell from the Johnson Mountain Boys.
Yeah, Dudley, sure.
2 years ago at the MAC in Columbus, Ohio, and he's always been my hero, and as far as guitar and singing. So I'd say that'd be the highlight right there.
When you write a song, your father writes a song, what do you think is the most challenging part of writing a song?
Dad pretty much writes everything in the key of D, and he writes at the top of the page, sing like Carter Stanley. You can't sing every song like Carter Stanley. Nope. Lord, if I could, I would.
Yep.
But so my job is to rearrange the song and make it our own, and that's what makes it unique, is the arrangement. The words are there. My dad's a great songwriter, but he just don't arrange them because he's from the old school, and he does it the Stanley Brothers style. So we have to change it around and make it the Rambler's Choice style.
What song on this CD, this new CD we're going to call it Heartaches and Dreams, spins around in your head the most? Which one do you kind of favor? Is there a favorite on here?
Black Hearse Following Me. My mom didn't like it.
Oh yeah, number 5.
Didn't like it because of the title. It says,
What's it about?
well, it's about a fellow that's living the wild life
Okay.
with a black hearse following him.
Uh-oh.
So it's just any minute. So that's why my mom didn't like it. But my favorite on there is called The Lowest Valley, and this whole album is dedicated to my mom, who passed away this past December the 11th, and she got to hear that song before she passed away. And and if whoever buys the CD will pull the CD out from the cover. There's a picture of me and my mom. So this whole album is dedicated to her.
The Lowest Valley.
The Lowest Valley. It's a gospel tune from the Marshall family, actually.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Which song on the album was the easiest to write?
Heartaches and Dreams.
Oh, Heartaches and Dreams.
Me and my dad wrote the title track.
That was the easiest.
Yeah.
Came to you right out of your pen.
Most of the words were for him, but I arranged it, and people
worked,
seemed to
huh?
like it a whole lot.
Now, how does this album compare to something you wrote in the past, your past albums? You've had other albums out. Do you see a difference between this and the past ones? No, they're all. Now you do Hard Driving Bluegrass?
Hard Driving Bluegrass, and I feel every note that I sing.
There you go.
That's
Nothing
why I
wrong
try
with
to do
that.
it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I put everything I got into every song.
What kind of advice do you have for somebody that's just starting out in bluegrass? Some young whippersnapper out there. You've been around it long enough.
Just study up on law or doctrine, or a pharmacist or something like that.
Yeah. Don't give up your day job.
It's a hard way to go, but no, it's once it gets in your blood, it's in there. And
yeah, that's good.
For young ones starting out, just work as hard as you can and be people. Work with the people a whole lot,
There
and
you go.
don't ever think don't ever get above your raisins, because no matter how good you are, there's somebody coming up that's gonna bust your butt.
There you go.
Believe me.
You said a mouthful there. What do you do for a hobby? What do you relax with?
I absolutely play bluegrass, so I can hunt for 3 months out of the year. Deer hunting is
Where do you go?
Deer hunting is my second love, because my wife is here. My wife is my first love.
Okay.
Deer hunting is my second love, and bluegrass is my third hunt.
There you go. Website. We'll wrap it up.
www.juniorsiskandramblerschoice.com.